Melvin Farmer said some interesting things during our interview.
Mm-hmm.
He said that Crips and Bloods are anti-black. That's the reason why he separated himself from the 8 Trays. You know, although he's from there, he has not been actively gangbanging since he was like, I don't know, 19 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because he felt that those organizations are anti-black organizations.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you see other organizations, they are not anti to their own race.
Right.
Do you agree with that?
As a practice, yes, I do. As a future, I don't think necessarily. I think we can take it and change it and make it into having some meaning beyond the destructive identification and execution that's been the norm for the gangs since the inception.
Right.
I think that now, with other areas picking it up like they are and trying to learn and it's spread, now it's like we're coming to the realization now after 50 years, 1969, that, I mean, we have families interspersed of both gangs, and it's not the same when you see red and blue today. I wear red sometimes. You know what I mean? I know Bloods that, have got more blue in their closet than anything, and it's not to disrespect your identification or your identity as being one or the other. It's just that it's just not that significant anymore.
Well, yeah. I mean, Mob James, when I interviewed him, he explained how his daughter bangs his enemy, Southside Crip.
Southside, yeah.
And he said that's God's payback to him.
Right.
Not only is she from there, but she actually bangs that, which is like his enemy set.
Exactly.
But he still loves his daughter, and he just has to accept that. It just is what it is.
It is.
Melvin Farmer also said that he felt like the gangs, the Crips and the Bloods, stopped the civil rights movement.
Shit, I wasn't around that heavy around,
he
back then. So
he's like 70 years old.
Yeah. Damn, Vlad, you gonna put me way up there?
No,
like
I said
I know. I'm saying, yeah, civil rights, yeah,
I mean, not that you were there, but just from your perspective. I see what you're saying. You're too young to remember that.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I can't really even offer a valid opinion because I don't know how the police or the system identified Crips and Bloods at the beginning and chose to target them like COINTELPRO did the Black Panthers and things like that. I don't know what defenses were put up to.
Fair enough. Where were you during the Rodney King riots?
In the pen.
You were locked up. That's what I thought.
A couple months. I just got locked back up doing my last penitentiary violation before I came out and met Snoop. Yeah. Everything took place in my career.
Well, Melvin was saying how the 8 Tray Gangster Crips were the ones who actually started the Rodney King riots.
And when they snatched Reginald Denny out the truck, I mean, that was the most high profile.
Yeah.
And I think it did begin right there. To be honest, I think it did.
Yeah, because the riots things were just brewing during that time, and then that happened, and it was on tape, and it was broadcast, and that set off a chain reaction to everything. Mm-hmm. You weren't there, but obviously you felt the effects of it.
Not really.
Not really?
Not in Soledad, California.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
You were far removed.
Yeah.
When I interviewed Lord Jamar, he said that from his point of view, once the riots happened, the Rodney King riots happened, he sincerely felt that there might actually be a black revolution in this country.
You had heard about police brutality for years. Oh, the police be fucking up black people in the hood, da-da-da-da-da-da. That was the time that you actually got to see it, and this is multiple cops wailing away on a black man. So that's what definitely made it stand out because you had the video evidence. And now you got video evidence being circulated now. But what we're looking at as evidence is really being used as psychological terrorism, really.
Based on what he saw on TV. You were locked up during that time, but did you ever feel that way? That there might actually be a revolution? And
I just hope the peace treaty would last. When I saw what was taking place and I was hearing reports of certain Crips and certain Blood neighborhoods and Bloods partying over here in the projects where the Crips was at and all that, I thought that was the best, outcome from the situation that could happen. And I just wanted that to carry on. And unfortunately, by the time I came home, conflicts had started brewing again and all that. It was too much to hope for utopia, but, it was a good result that took place from that. And, shout out to Cam too for coming with that song Peace Treaty. You know what I mean?
That was dope.
It was a great time, I felt, to be not just black, but to be connected with the struggle of what our ancestors had, part of what they had went through. It was like we didn't get no justice, so this is our response. We ready to get out there and show y'all we are still, like Pac said, speaking to him, in LA, we riot, not rally. You know what I mean? And I thought that was a good example, like, y'all better know, don't come out here with that bullshit because we're going to tear this motherfucker up if y'all don't give us the respect we deserve. And I think it's done got away from that now with a lot of people, being more geared toward self in this day and age. But, that's just what it is. But I think that was a good time in history, and I just hope the peace treaty would have lasted longer.
Yeah, I mean, there was the Peace March after Nipsey's death. That got the 8 trays and the Rolling 60s. Beautiful. In the same vicinity. I
posted a picture up of Madbone and Big U on my Instagram, and it went viral.
Oh, Madbone is an 8 tray, a prominent 8 tray guy?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Roosevelt Tellis, my guy.
Yeah, well, Big U wants, number one, he's very religious, like yourself. He's a Muslim, and he feels like he wants to go to heaven, and he needs to do certain things in order to earn his place back into heaven after all the bad things that he's done.
Yeah.
And it's probably a very long list.
He's thinking clearly. That's what that means. Yeah.
And I'm cool with Big U. He's been on the show.
No doubt.
We talk sometimes. Very respectful guy.
I told you that when you asked me about him a while back.
I remember he approached me about something over some bullshit that was going on that wasn't exactly related to us, but whatever. And even when he approached me, he was like super respectful and so forth.
No doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Very, very good dude.
Yeah.
I have nothing but good things.
Man, me as well.
Yeah. And I did speak to you before our interview because he has the kind of a fearsome reputation. So I wanted to see what it was going to be like. And actually, he was cool. No, I was even like, hey, do you want me to run the clips by you before I run them? He's like, no, do you?
Yeah.
Do what you do.
Yeah, so I know what I said. Don't
he's not tripping. Yeah. He's not tripping.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, man. Well, we're going to see what happens. Eric Holder's trial is coming up sometime in the near future, I'm sure.
It's no press being really...
Well, there's nothing to say, really. I mean, his lawyer quit. He's got some new lawyer, I'm sure. And I'm sure they're trying to figure out a plea deal. I don't think he wants to go to trial over this. That's not going to end well.
What's the plea for killing somebody on camera?
What's and shooting plea? 2 other people. How's that? Let's not forget that part.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's not forget the other 2 people he shot.
No, we can't.
Especially one of them, Kerry, who I interviewed, who ended up back in prison and almost got violated for getting shot.
Yeah.
So how's that?
And you was kind of instrumental in helping him.
I wouldn't say I'm instrumental, but I helped get the word out. We put out an interview that went viral, and
that's being instrumental. You can only do what you can.
I do what I can.
Yeah,
I do what I can.
No doubt.